potential clients and you don't even know it. In today's show, we're going to talk about why that is and how you can prevent it. I'm Chris Carr with Ferrotech, and this is Digital Marketing Masterclass Live, episode number 20. So before you go any further, please subscribe, click on the notification bell. I would love to make sure that you are in the know when we post videos like this. So let's dive in. Nobody intentionally tries to alienate their clients. We don't do that, but it happens. I want to show you a slide that Andy Crestodina from Orbit Media did about 2 years ago in a webinar that I really enjoyed. You can see here in this slide that he makes it painfully simple that our job as marketers is to build a bridge from a traffic source to a thank you page. That's it. That's the game. However, this is what we're doing. You see this? We have holes in our content and we have holes in our messaging. And transparently, we think that our clients do something like this. We think that they come to our website and fall in love and then they just buy. When you know what? The stats say that less than 2% of your audience are in a position to buy. So if you don't have a systematic approach to generate leads, nurture those leads through the funnel, and then make a really important argument in the decision level phase, you're going to find that your clients simply just don't convert like they should. The number one way to do this is to understand how the principle of the buyer's journey works. Let's dive in. Keep in mind, the buyer's journey can often be complex, but for this example, what we're going to try to do is try to talk about a classic journey that we all know about, buying a new car. The first thing you got to know is that there's 3 phases to the classic buyer's journey: awareness, consideration, and decision level. Now, if we're going to be talking about a new car, commonly we're going to be talking about someone who is going to be buying a new car because either their car broke down or they wanted something new. Then maybe in the consideration level stage, they said, hey, you know what? If I'm going to buy a new car, what kind of car do I want to buy? Do I want to buy a sedan, an SUV, or maybe a sports car? And then once you sort of decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to get an SUV, that's when I start to figure out, hey, you know, what is the make, model, and color that I want to choose from when I'm going to choosing my SUV? Now, all of this happens in your subliminal, and that is how you decide on the car or the choice that you want. But the same exact thing happens whenever we buy anything. And what I mean by that, whether it's a purchase on Amazon or something even as sophisticated as spine surgery. Now, spine surgery, in the awareness stage, we might have nagging back pain that just won't go away, and we're going to decide to do something about it. In the consideration level stage, we're going to research our options online, and we're going to research which provider carries your insurance. And then finally, we might choose a provider based upon their reviews or based upon something like, are they close to my home? Do they allow for online scheduling? Will this approach be more effective for what I'm looking to do in my recovery phase? So all of that happens in the same 3 phases as the car buying experience. So you might be thinking, this is not cutting edge marketing here. But you know what? This is where you're wrong. This is where companies get lazy and they make mistakes, and this is where they alienate clients. Let me show you how. So let's pretend like this is your website. You see, the average client that we deal with usually has content in the awareness stage. All right? This is the home page, the about us page, maybe some product pages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what they rarely have are consideration level pages and decision level pages. At best, they might have some awareness level pages and a contact us form. You see, that approach happens all the time, but that is where we alienate clients. And let me kind of walk you through this a little bit farther. What I want to be able to do is I want to be able to create awareness level content, consideration level content, and decision level content, and I want to bake that into my sitemap itself. In fact, in the planning phase, I actually color code these pages to make sure that I know how to nurture our clients from awareness through consideration to decision level content. To take it one step farther, what I do is that I say, if a user goes to a specific page on my website, what I'm going to do is after that individual leaves, assuming they got a cookie on their computer, our technology is going to shoot them out what we call a targeted page email. And what you're going to notice here is that this targeted page is green. And what I mean by that is that an individual came to a page that's in the consideration level phase, which was yellow, and now we're pushing out an email to them that is pushing them down the funnel to a decision level piece of content. And the best part about this approach is that when we send this content via email, the chances of the user reading it is way higher because the data shows that people actually read emails, but they only skim websites. You see, all of these tactics are specifically designed to get the right message to the right client at the right time. So that is the buyer's journey, and that explains where we're alienating clients. What we see from time to time is that we want to create a buyer's journey, and what happens is we create content for individuals and we alienate them because, you know what, they are probably too early in the phase to be getting advanced content, or sometimes they're in a buying decision, they're at the end of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, and you know what, your system is sending them 101 information, which basically they're past that. And what happens here is that we find ourselves alienating our clients. And I've seen this time and time again. And if you don't get scientific on your approach to get the right message to the right client at the right time, your conversion rates really suffer. So what did we learn today? 1, we're probably alienating our clients because we're not using a buyer's journey approach. 2, our websites should match our buyer's journey, and we should color code those pages to map out exactly how to nurture them from awareness to consideration to decision. And finally, you have to develop a systematic approach to get the right message to the right client at the right time. So there it is. So here's my question for you. What tactics are you using to get the most out of your potential client's buyer's journey? Please leave the messages in the comments. We read them every single day with every single video. We take this very, very seriously. So please put it in the comments below. We would love to kind of walk through that. We'd love to learn from you, but we'd also like to kind of educate you on the things that we've uncovered for our clients. So that's today's episode. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you'll come back often. In fact, we're trying to bring as much value as possible, and we try to present videos like this every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, ideally around 2 o'clock. If there's some kind of content that you would like to hear from us, please leave it in the comments section, or you can always email us at faratech.com. We want to make sure that we're answering your questions and that we're bringing content like this to our subscribers so that they can figure out how to develop systems for themselves on how to generate leads, nurture leads, and convert leads. All right? We also want to encourage you to join our newly formed Facebook group, the CMO Marketing Roundtable. There we're going to be able to discuss some of the tactics explained in videos like this. It's also a place for CMOs to come together. I wanted to create a place where we could share ideas and give feedback on things like calls to action and graphic design. It's also a place where if you want to kind of share guest posting opportunities, this would be the perfect place to do that. And finally, I wanted to share something special with you. Over the last 21 years, my team has developed something we call our Faratech Unique Process. Essentially what that is that it's a systematic approach that helps our clients generate leads, nurture leads into clients, and convert those clients into raving fans of your brand, your products, and your services. And if you'd like to see that, we've put it all in one place at faratechuniqueprocess.com. What you're going to find there is that we have put exhaustive work into this page. It's all of the lessons that we've learned in video format. We put it in text and images. Everything that we could possibly put into that process, we put all on one page. And that is our gift to you. Please let me know what you think. Please get back to us. We'd love to kind of learn what are some of the holes and the cracks in our system and how are we communicating in a way that's going to help you effectively adopt some of these strategies for your own marketing. And then finally, what I wanted to do is also encourage you to subscribe to our podcast. This video is part of the Digital Marketing Masterclass series. And what I wanted to do is encourage you to join that podcast. Please leave us a review if you like it. But what I'd love for you to do is join the podcast so that we can bring episodes like this to you as often as possible. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, click on the notification bell. We want to be able to bring these videos to you as often as possible as well. And so I hope you